Welcome to the mind of LANCESCURV, the most creatively profound man in cyberspace.
Welcome back, kindred spirits. Welcome back, family. Welcome back, like-minded individuals. Like-minded. Even if we have our differences, but we're wired the same way to ascend to a better world that we create because we are little creators. We ascend to a higher level of spirituality, the true spirituality, and knowledge in our mind by educating ourselves to this great, may I call it a science project, not like in school, but everything here on this earth and on this plane is based on principle. It's based on principle. And if we study it well enough, we'll understand that there's certain laws that we need to bow down to because it's never going to change. Sweet D, I see you, Renee Green, Giant Gain. This is a little short one I want to stick in before the other one I'm going to do in less than an hour. Actually, I'm hyped, and I'm going to stay that way. I've been getting some really good news to negate the bad mishaps and news. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut on that. This is going to be and is and has been so far a wonderful year. Don't look at the setbacks. Look at the overall. Because when you get a setback, I now have begun to see that that is basically a repositioning of your life, of where you are, and you don't know how at the time you've been repositioned to go even higher. So yes, it's okay to be righteously vicious. You know why? Because there's so many damn energies out here that have been pulling us down. And that's the only negative thing I'll say regarding the negative energies. Because you know what? We are light beings. Take it any way you want. I don't mean the superficial, my ancestors, and yes, and the motherland. And listen, all that is bullshit. We need to tap into the deeper things. That's the beginning. We need to know that. Indigo King, welcome on in. I'm glad to see you all this morning for you and this afternoon for me. And I don't mean to insult anybody, but that's a start. But what good is it to have the covering if we're not adhering to the principles that will always pull you through? I woke up crazy this morning. I woke up not crazy, but amped. I'm tired of seeing things remain the same when we have such great power. How many times have you gone, I'm going to amplify it. I'm not saying that it went this way, but you go into the cash register in the store to cash out or to pay for what you want to pay for, and you whip out your card and it's declined. Or you think you're broke and you start budgeting yourself to live off that $2.50 until payday comes, and you do it, and payday comes and you cash your check. or the direct deposit comes and you get your money. And then you go home and wash clothes at night and realize all along you had $350 sitting there waiting for you, but you forgot to stick your hand in your pocket. No matter what type of article of clothing it was, it could be a lady's handbag that you put down. It could be a jacket. The inside had the money. You're like, wait a second. You mean to tell me I went lean, eating food the same day and still a little hungry, but I got by and I had this already? Well, what are you going to do when you realize you have the power inside of you? This light we talk about, do we really understand it? And that's the thought that hit me. And I had a conversation with a powerful individual last night. NFN Shaka, welcome on in. And I went to bed with this thing on my mind, and my mind added more onto it. You go to church, those who go to church, and here you come with these lines. How are you doing today? I'm blessed and highly favored. I am blessed and highly favored. And you crying behind closed doors about not being able to make the money you need to make, but you got talents inside of you and you won't get up off your ass and make it happen because you're too lazy to follow the principles. We have those who follow Islam and Judaism and Buddhism, and they have their sayings and they go religiously to the mosque or like we said, the church before, the synagogue, or wherever else they go, and all the other religions that are out there. But I'm talking about black people right now, globally, but especially those that I know so well in America. And it's all over the world. And there's some of us who are brilliant. There's some of us who have awakened. I hate to use that word, woke. It's just a woke. That sounds so ebonic. I was woke from 10 years ago, master. Woke. Sounds like stroke, like you paralyzed and can't move half your body. I was awakened. That's action. But when you're awakened to a certain level. There's more levels of awakening. How many times you find yourself awakened in the bed when you don't get awakened by an alarm clock? It's a Saturday, if Saturday and Sunday your days off, or whatever your days. It could be Tuesday. And you find yourself after a good long sleep, you slept 2 hours more than you usually do because you needed it, and you find yourself awakened. Awakened. But you're still sleepy. You're still coming out of the sleep. 5 minutes later, you're a bit more in this awakened place. And sometimes we stay an extra 10 minutes and realize, oh, I'm starting to feel sluggish again. I better get up because I'm completely awakened. We are the most religious people on the planet, no matter where you find us. And no matter how we tear down each other with the self-hate, and I'm not throwing off on anybody in the chat room or anybody else who is awakened, right? I don't like that. Woke. I don't like that. Awakened. Sounds better. But we tear each other down, but we're awakened. Right? We tear each other down, but we saved and sanctified. We tear each other down, but Allah is the best teacher and the all-knowing. Well, if he is, he ain't telling you that much, because the way you treat your brothers and sisters or those who are not in your so-called religion, we clan up. The Christian don't like the Muslim. The Muslim don't like the Christian. I'm not saying all. I'm just talking in generalities where we look deep and we focus on the negativity so much, but we parade around like we're holier than holy. The representative, the face of what God wants us to be. The face of what God wants us to be. Where he getting that money to fix that house up? But we the face of God. Damn, that girl got a nice ass, but we the face of God. But you ain't even touched your wife in months. walking around drunk inside your house because you're scared to drink outside because you're against alcohol outside, but you are pissy drunk on the inside. You are here to teach people about the African spirituality, but you dumped your wife and you picked up this young girl who is subservient to you because she ain't got the pot to piss in or a nickel to spend, and go out and get a Corvette because of your own midlife crisis. Who are you fooling? You're going to leave this place soon, and whatever it is, it's going to be raw because all of this stuff is going to fall off of us. You get locked up. You go to jail. You think they let you wear your clothes you were partying, but you punched somebody in the face because you got in a fight? They're going to let you wear all that gold and all the rings and all the bracelets and the shoes that you spend all this money for, the outfit? No, you're stripping down. You'll get it when you get out, but you're stripping down. We lie to ourselves on this level so much, but whatever it is, we ain't taking it with us. We're not even taking our own bodies. This ain't no religious talk. From this end, this is the way it is. It's not like when they put clothes on you in the coffin, yeah, but you ain't taking that. That's a shell. This is a vehicle. But we pay more attention to the appearance and how it looks to other people. I don't give a damn what other people think at this point in my life. It's okay if you like me, you love me, you appreciate me. I'm not saying this to throw off on anybody here, but right now we got to be prepared for the time that we're stripped down. So what good is it? All of this foolishness that we play, pretend, and dress up. You know, when you were younger, and a little girl, you know, she had a mud pie, and she's the mother, and you're the man, and you draw a little mustache, and you're playing pretend. You're playing like your mother and your father. And many get to be adult age and have no more sense on how to be a mother and a father from when they were at single-digit ages playing house. We play house. We play church. We play upright. But all of this stuff that we do and are finding ourselves back to who we are, restoration. And we're still the same envious, narcissistic, jealous, want to compete with people, hate to see people ascend that look like us, but we'll tap dance for master when he gets what he gets, usually from robbing it from us. Oh, yes, I'm glad. Yeah, you're doing real good. But when one of us does good or strives for something good, you're going to question it. What the hell is wrong with us? We're the most religious people on the planet, claiming high levels of spirituality and awareness. But it don't mean a damn thing because collectively we ain't going nowhere. And let me correct, those types of people ain't going nowhere, because you know what? I'm not including myself in that. I'm not going to include you who are listening, who are awakened in that. Separate yourself from these pretending fools who act like they're African and aware and awakened, and we go through the wordplay and all of this stuff. Come on now. We all got things we got to correct. Stop trying to pile up stuff for a facade to look like the certain thing, and strip yourself down as you will be when you transition. And none of us want to know that. Huh? I love Mrs. Scurv. When I was walking down the street last night, I saw this girl with this beautiful ass, and I looked at it. Oh my God, I looked at this. Oh my God, I'm not there yet, man. I said, damn, look, ooh, I'm human. But that's no excuse. We all go over the double yellow line. We got to pull back, or we'll have a head-on collision. But we have to know where the double yellow line is. And last night, I knew where the double yellow line is. I glanced at that thing, and I thought some thoughts I wasn't supposed to think for a split second, and I corrected myself. How many of you can be honest with yourself like that? I'm not even saying to get up here in public and say it that way. Mrs. Scurv might be listening, but she know I'm brutally honest. And I'm going to be brutally honest with myself, and I ain't going to lie to myself from this point on. How can you keep sweeping stuff up under the rug and act like it's not there, and you walking over the rug and it's a big lump of denial under there? Not acknowledging the things that we have to clean out. You have company come over and you throw everything in the closet, and that's the very door they open up thinking it's the bathroom. Oops, I'm sorry, I thought this was the bathroom, and everything comes falling out, because everything is going to come falling out anyway. I saw something, I forgot what platform it was on, somebody sent me something, and they were speaking about when people transition. And they were illustrating the fact that a lot of the things that we have near and dear to us, it ain't worth nothing to other people. Not even some members of your own family. So when they have to go in and clean out the clothes that you cherished, they may keep some if it fits, but the rest is going to get donated to Goodwill or given away. You may have a DVD collection or something nice that they will say, well, I'm going to keep this. But a lot of things that you hold near and dear to you are going to be gone, especially if you don't have people in your inner circle, in your family, and strangers have to do this. You're in an apartment. You have no family. You're elderly. Everything that you saved up is basically garbage to somebody else. Everything as far as the pictures on your wall of the people that you love, whether they're here or not, it's garbage to somebody else. So why don't we be real with each other? How we feel about each other, and how we feel about ourselves, and how we treat ourselves. A lot of us are lying to ourselves, and we go through this whole facade, acting like the real thing and not making one effort toward being the real thing. Hope rice, the only rice I F's with. I don't F with brown rice. I don't F with purple rice. I don't F with I feel good. You know, we got one coming up soon. I just want to jump on and just share some of the thoughts. I'm going to do that. And after that one, I'm going to do about 2 more today like this, short ones. Freestyle. Throw up the banner and just roll with it. I don't need no script. I've been on this earth for 61 years. What the hell do I need a script for? That's like being in high school for 10 years. You're a dummy if you're in high school for 10 years. I'm just saying, after 10 years, you should already know the drill. There are people around me. I don't mean just around me physically, but I get that phone call all the time. Hey man, you didn't really hang out with him, but Roy around the corner used to always ride that bike. Yeah, man, his mom's found him dead. They don't know what it was, but what? What about his buddy? The one that, oh yeah, the other one, man, yeah. He got hit by that car, man. He lived for a little while, and he went home, but something was wrong with his insides, man. He was dead in the bed. Now, death does not scare me. It's not death, it's transition. It's another level of life. It's another plane, because like I said, we should watch the principles of what we see on this plane, on this earth. It's like being a 5th grader and you're scared of being in the 6th grade. But once you finish the 5th grade curriculum, guess what? Even as the summer vacation rolls around, you say, oh, in September, whatever it is, August, depending on where you live, when the school year starts again, man, that 6th grade work look kind of hard. But you finish the 5th grade. You are already a 6th grader and you don't know it. Now on this plane, we have already ascended to the next level, and a lot of us do not know it. The ones who truly follow the principles and meditate truly, it doesn't mean you have to have your palms up and sitting out there. I could have had her in a full African garb, but brothers may not look at it. Man, you're always talking that African talk, but man, look at that girl body. They'll look then. So you got to use your little tricks on people who have not ascended all the way, right? But we know that if we learn the lessons and principles and how things work here, we ain't got nothing to worry about. We ain't got to scramble in the latter years, in the twilight years of our life to pretend and think that's going to get us over. No. If you ain't got the real band on your wrist, you ain't coming back into the club. Don't try to make no makeshift band, because when they hold it under the light and it shows that it's fake, you're not coming in. So why are we wasting so much time with this religious foolishness? And why are so many of us wasting time trying to switch the word around and talk about spirituality and African spirituality when you hate the people around you, when you betray the people around you, when many of these people who claim this stuff, and they're so glad that it's popular now to get into African spirituality. I'm here in damn Africa, and I don't see no kind of African spirituality. I see jealousy, I see envy, people coveting what you have, people trying to rip you off. I'm not saying that that's all here, because it's not all in America. We got good people in America. We got good people here. But the whole world of black people, and that's my only concern, it messed up. We're messed up. You're just trading in denim jeans for kente cloth. That's all. It don't mean that it's better because of the packaging. I can put icing over feces shaped like a cake and put some sprinkles on it and put it in the box and say, oh, Lance, thank you. You gave me a cake. It's chocolate cake, baby. Take a bite. Just bite it as it is. I'm not going to let you slice it because you're going to smell. Bite the cake and you're going to realize it's full of shit. And that's how many of us are walking out here. We can't even admit what we need to work on. Talking to ourselves, dealing with ourselves. Be real with yourself. But in this world of fake profile pages, and you have a pill, and you can Photoshop it out. You can slim yourself down. You can lighten yourself up. You can make yourself look a little slimmer. You go on somewhere and meet somebody off of social media, and they standing there looking for you because you don't look the way you did in that profile page now, did you? What's up with that? So now we're getting into this artificial intelligence, and we can escape who we are. Be all that you can be. Remember that old Army commercial? Where you can be all that you can be, and you can be all that you could never be in the imaginary world that takes you from the responsibility and the accountability of making yourself better. Why make yourself better? You can play pretend. Tracy J, welcome on in. Welcome on in. The bottom line is, are you going to be real with yourself? The bottom line is, are we going to stop being so damn religious? Because what has religion done for us? We're the most religious people on the planet, yet we're getting nowhere. But we still feel that need. Get up, look around you, see what needs to be done, and be real with yourself. Clean yourself up for real. Even the whole thought of, oh, I'm saved today. So all the men you were sleeping with last night and all them women that the dudes were sleeping with and all that coochie juice on your face, you mean you're completely different and you're a new creature? You can do that yourself. Just say, I ain't gonna do that no more. I'm gonna take that energy and focus on what I need. You can still be righteous and upstanding and have an orgasm. I love orgasms. I try to have as many as I can. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's the context. It's how we do things. We want to demonize the very thing that we love. Now, remember Eddie Long? Oh, the LGBTQ. And he's the biggest one bouncing balls off his chin as much as he could. I'm too tired of hearing about these scandals. Ain't nobody leading me. I am the president of my own life. I never had to vote myself in. And our creator, that higher source, because I didn't put the mangoes on the tree or the pineapples on the tree or those oranges on the tree. We have to follow that example of what we see around us. We have seasons. Why do we have seasons, and how does it apply to me? Think these things. It rains sometimes, and then sometimes it's sunny. Why? So the nutrients from the soil can circulate easier up into the trees. Why is there a sun? So it can feed the plants in a way you don't see. Like we got solar power. It's the same thing copying. Solar power? Relationship with the sun? What sun? The S-O-N or the S-U-N? They lied and make you look at this S-O-N. The Bati boy, the picture that you see, that white boy, but no, what? You're taking all that righteous energy and spending it the wrong way. Do you go to the ATM and pull some money out when you get the direct deposit and go, let me see it rain, and throw it up? Hey, everybody, there's money. The Lord will bless me. I gave everybody money. No, I'm not. No, unless you need it. And we tight like that. We're not resourceful. We spend our energy on the wrong things on a superficial level in this world, trying to convince everybody around us. And if there is that hell that they say, you go in there. You claim the hell, right, Christian? Well, you go in there. Whatever the Muslims say, and Jews and Buddhists, whatever, you lying to yourself. I don't want to go nowhere jacked up. I don't even worry about it because I'm trying to improve myself now. I'm not worried about the test if I study every night and pay attention in class. We're not paying attention in class, y'all. The class of this world, the principles of this world. And every single day, our thumb is getting the workout. Look at these YouTube shorts, these Instagram shorts. There's some good things out there. But what is it that you need to separate yourself from and sit down and think? I got a lot of time to think. I ain't bragging about that. That's just the way it is. I got a lot of time to think. I'm in a whole different atmosphere. So all of this stuff is coming out of me. It's like when you take activated charcoal and it pulls the impurities out of you, or you lay in clay and it pulls the impurities out of you, and you get this distilled water and it pulls all these bad things out of you. Stop focusing on, oh, these demons and you working a curse on me and so and so. Listen, look at the principles. What's the principle I'm talking about now? I'm not a scholar as far as reducing my mind to be educated in somebody's university and their mind is limited. No. The universe teaches me. Nature teaches me. That's the God language. And the God language tells me that light doesn't flee when darkness comes. Darkness flees when light comes. So instead of speaking as a victim all the damn time, increase the light inside of you and watch the darkness flee. You ain't got to worry about nobody. Look, all the pictures I got out there, I'm quite sure there's some voodoo dolls that look kind of like me. I broke a few hearts in my life when I was younger. I'm quite sure somebody rooted me. I'm going to root him so his penis doesn't work and that tongue of his doesn't work because he turned me out and ain't nobody else going to get it. Oh, them things are still working, so it ain't work. Because I'm focusing on my light. There's no amount of darkness. You light a match in darkness, that's a triple darkness. Let's just say millions of light years where there's no light. I'm just saying that. And you light a match, it lights it up. And the darkness around there has to flee. It doesn't have to struggle. Wherever you go and you shine your light, that's why that is your sword for the battle. You have a right. Like they say, theoretically, police officers have the right? We know they abuse it. We know they're racist. And we know a lot of coons on there. There's some good ones there. They don't walk and say, excuse me, criminal who just shot somebody in the head. Is it okay if I arrest you? They never do that. Get down, get the F down. They got the guns pointed on them. Hands behind your back, whatever. And they're not even that polite. They'll bust your head open. You wake up in the hospital somewhere. You don't have to ask permission to make darkness flee. Shine your light, the sword of the light. We've been taught to be so subservient. Just subservient Bible readers. And no, it's not good to do that. No. You come at me with a spirit of darkness or violence, I'm going to bust your face wide open and I ain't going to feel bad about it. You come to snuff me, I'm taking you out. That's my right. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what light is supposed to do. Got a man up inside your house and he dicking you down good. but he also messing with your daughter, but you too afraid to lose the man. You get that man out of there in a body bag. Don't be so stupid. Stop allowing darkness in your life, but it has no legal right to be there. Otherwise, all this other stuff that you do, I ask the question, what good is it? You got people around you talking about practicing African spirituality, and it's only a cover for the occult. And there are things that we originally have done and do, some of us here, but it has been hijacked by the enemy, twisted around and handed back to us in an ineffective way, and they use their media to tell us that it's bad. But that's the good stuff. What they do is the bad stuff, and that's what we do behind them. See, I know what time it is. I'm here. I do know a few people that I would like to talk to really drop some knowledge. Oh, I've been talking to a few people, but I will say it's 98.5% fraudulent foolishness that they sell to you. And you think you're going to leave America and come out here and put on some head wrap and turn your palms up and yes, I am holy now. Yes, I am restored now. Yes, I'm connected to the ancestors. Hell, look, you claim that. You don't know what kind of ancestors you had. Look, too many of us, when we die or transition, they get a good writer to write a new life for us that we never lived. You going out in that parking lot after that funeral. Oh, you see that last man? He acted so righteous. But look at, how come all them women was in the back and they got them dope shapes? What was he doing? I don't know. You know them? No, I don't know. They got out of here. What was he doing? And like I said, when you transition and they go through your stuff, they always find out something that you weren't want the world to know. So delete them naked pictures that you're sending to people out your phone. Take them off your computer. Clear the history of all the porn you got and work on that, because they're going to find out. You're going to find out. For real. It ain't no lie. Listen, I'm fired up. I'm going to come back in a different mindset. When I return in 16 minutes, I just had to get that off my chest. That was unexpected. You know, you dressed up somewhere, everything's right. You're going out for the evening, gonna meet some friends. You know, everything is just right. And you hear that noise. Oh, man, listen, y'all, I got to go to the bathroom. And it ain't no quick trip either. They knocking it, yo, you all right in there? Yeah, man, it's just, I don't know, something I ate last night. But that's how I had to do this one. And that's how I'm going to do a lot more. It ain't going to be no 5-hour show, but as they come, I'm going to let it go. As they hit me in the brain and I'm sitting here at home with time, I'm going to let it go. So we're going to do this show another few more minutes. And I just want to let you know, I really appreciate you for being here and all the great, wonderful things that you share and do and the conversations that we have. And I'm coming back because when we're going to speak about that topic, you know, what do men get out of cheating on the good woman home? That's what we're going to talk about 15 minutes right there. Right there. Right? So anyway, much love to you all. Take care. Let me grab a little bite to eat. And we're going to come back. And we're going to be just as intense. But what good is it? Ask yourself that if you're not moving toward being straight and getting better. Because when we get to that point, we can't take the facade with us. We got to be real with it. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Much love. Hit that like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You know that jargon. Whatever. If I made you mad, then it's out and unsubscribe or thumb it down. Do whatever. It ain't going to stop me. I've been getting too much good news this year. Right? So we won't be stopped. Focus on your light. You have legal right to make all darkness around you flee. Don't worry about battling them. Battle them from the inside and shine out and make them blinded to make them see who they are. And they don't want to be you, around you. Well, they can't be you. That's why they want to tear you down. Anyway, much love to you all. Peace. I'll be right back. LANCESCURV out.
Make sure to go to LANCESCURV.com, an online magazine established in 2001, containing written articles, thousands of talk shows and discussions, cutting-edge cartoons, as well as erotic expressions and tasteful adult photography. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. Once you get a taste of the world of LANCESCURV, trust me, you'll be back for more. LANCESCURV.com. Bold, raw, and uncut.